What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Francisco, and today we're going to be talking about another gaming headset, a review, if you will. So, today we're going to talk about the Plantronics 400HS PS4 gaming headset, an exclusive GameStop variant, the camouflage version. I happened to walk into my local GameStop store. Shout out to my Fry location here in Katy, Texas. Y'all are amazing. Basically had some trade credit on a card left over, and I wanted to kind of, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to make some more content for y'all. So I picked out two headsets. This happened to be one of them. And I gave it a couple of shots, and here we go. Let's talk about it, shall we? So, ta-da! This is it right here. This is the headset in question. Looks crazy, doesn't it? One of the first things that caught my eye about the headset is just how uniquely designed it is. And let me tell you, it is incredibly uniquely designed. There are some really odd things about this headset that I just don't quite understand. So let's talk about it, shall we? The headset ran me about $50, and you can find this variant with the camouflage pattern at GameStops only for now, but I think it's going to stay there forever. When you open up the box and you pull out all the contents, it's really not a whole lot. Therefore, I'm not even going to bother spending time trying to make an unboxing because all it really is the headset, cable attached to it. It's about 3.5, 4 feet long. Okay. And the only other thing that comes with the headset, aside of some paperwork, is a detachable, bonus points, microphone. If you watch my reviews in the past, or if you followed me on my channel, you know I cannot stand when gaming companies or accessory companies attach the microphone to your headset. I can't stand that. I like detachable microphones. You know why? Because I already have a standalone mic. I don't need my mic sticking up here like this, making me look weird. Not a fan. This, however, is awesome. I prefer detachable mics. So bonus points to Plantronics. Thank you very much. This should be a standard feature. Don't attach your mic, Sennheiser. I'm looking at you. Wonderful. So build quality and kind of the aesthetics of the headset. So the headset itself has some pretty unique qualities, right? I think it's eye-catching for sure. They definitely deliver on that point. However, it suffers from quite a few flaws that I think even at $50, I find it hard to justify and or forgive this headset for doing. So number one, most headsets allow you to adjust the fit of the headset by simply sliding the left or right ear cup up or down, right? However, these guys decided that they wanted to be a little different. So what you do instead is you literally, boop, pop the ear cup off. That's weird, but that's okay. That's okay. If it works, it's not bad. However, unfortunately, in the case of this headset, it doesn't work. Here's why. You've got 3 notches right here. Uno, dos, tres. These 3 right here. This is the only options you are given in order to achieve optimal fit for your head. Thank God that all of humanity's heads are limited to 3 possible fit settings, right? So with my big ass head, I basically have to use notch number 3 at the bottom. Pop. You pop it in. Sounds like you break it every single time. I don't like it. It makes me very uncomfortable. But then came the moment of truth. Popping the thing on. So you pop the headset on, which I did when I first got the headset and opened it up. And guess what? It is an on-the-ear headset. I can't stand on-ear headsets. I don't like them. They're not comfortable. I have a big head. I potentially have big ears to go with that big head to kind of keep things in proportion, you know? Not a fan at all. However, it's not necessarily that the headset itself is uncomfortable. I'm just not a fan of on-ear headsets. But with it being an on-ear headset, the ear cups themselves are comfortable. Very comfortable, very comfy. I mean, I could probably sleep on a pillow made of this stuff. I don't know. However, I've had a lot of coffee, by the way, can you tell? So it fits comfortably as far as how it rests. You know, like sometimes headsets are really tight and it kind of press in your ears like this. This guy doesn't. It's really comfortable in that sense. However, I'm just, as a matter of preference, I don't like on-ear headsets. So I'm not going to hold it against the headset, but I just want you to know that if you don't like on-ear headsets like I don't buy this headset right off the bat, okay? So outside of the funky fitting, they have like an adjustable headband. I have no idea what they hoped to accomplish by doing this whatsoever because it doesn't really do anything. You know, like you have little rubber notches right here. You see this? You slide that down. You slide that one down. And then I'm like, oh, cool. That'll probably make it sit lower on my head. False. It does not. It just pushes it right back up. And if it's the same exact as it did when you first opened it up and put it on. I really had a lot of coffee. My God. I haven't spoken this fast since yesterday. Cool. Now, the other thing regarding the build quality and just some of the aesthetics of the headset are the cords itself, right? So the cords are attached right directly onto the headset, so there's no detachment from the ear cup. Of course, you have your 3-pole, 4-pole analog jack right here at the end, 3.5 millimeter. But my biggest gripe with the cord is it's rubber. Like, I've bought $50 headsets that have threaded cable. So, like, why do we have rubber cords in 2019? I don't understand that. Can someone please explain that to me? I mean, I'm sure it's for cost reasons, right? But at the end of the day, if there's other headsets that have threaded cords at the exact same price point, then I don't know. Maybe you need to change your supplier. Something along your supply chain is wrong. So maybe you might want to look into that. However, it's not a game breaker. It's just a matter of preference at that point. Now, what is potentially a huge game breaker, and definitely something I am very concerned about when it comes to this headset, are the inline controls. So I'm a fan of having inline controls on your headsets because obviously you want to be able to quickly access your volume and mute. And Riggs, or Plantronics, I'm sorry, has inline controls right here in the headset, like any other headset would, except, listen to this. Do you hear that? That shit is shaking on the inside. I don't know what that is. I don't like that. And it feels very cheap. It's like this super cheap plastic case around the controls themselves. It has a volume slider. You slide up to increase the volume. You slide down to decrease the volume. And it has a switch for your mute. So you push up to mute and you push down to unmute. Pretty standard stuff, except I feel like if I accidentally press on this too hard, I'm going to crack it in half. And let me tell you something. I don't really go to the gym much. So there's no chance in hell I should even stand a chance to break this, but I really feel like if I really try to, with some effort, I might actually be able to break this casing for $50. Cool. So let's go ahead and now talk about the big deal. Let's talk about the sound. The sound of the headset is incredibly important, and maybe there might be some redemption for Plantronics in the sound department. So the sound of the headset is actually one of the only things that really redeems it. And I'm serious when I say that. It redeems this whole catastrophic trying too hard to be different build. All right. I've played Call of Duty Modern Warfare on it. I've played some Death Stranding, Jedi Fallen Order, and I gotta tell you that it is a stereo headset. It has 40 millimeter drivers on the cups that sound really, really, really good. Like really, really, really good for a $50 headset. All right, I can't explain it any more than that. And I didn't use my Astro Mix amp. I'm not going to. There's no need to. I plugged it right into the controller, and it sounds freaking amazing. So I can only imagine how much better it may sound with the Astro Mix amp being used. Right. So the headset sounds incredible. And I mean, talking like, you know, I can distinguish gunshots from my left, gunshots from the right, explosions here, explosions there. I can hear all the ambiance and Death Stranding as I'm delivering my 150,000th package, which is an amazing game, by the way. So don't get me wrong, and don't you dare start talking shit. That game's incredible. All right. Other than that, there's nothing else about the sound I can really tell y'all. It sounds great. It sounds incredible. It sounds amazing. You're going to love it. If you're trying to use it for competitive play, there may be better options, but at the end of the day, you're going to do just fine in the sound department with this headset. So great job, Plantronics. You made up for it so far. So far. There's still one more, right? So we talk about the build, we talk about sound. Now we got to talk about the mic. And if you watch my videos, they usually get two right, and they completely fuck up another one or screw up another one. I wonder if there's kids watching this. YouTube made me tell it that my channel is not made for kids. So if you're a kid and you're watching my channel, this isn't for you. I'm an adult. And sometimes I use adult sentence enhancers. This is not for you, okay? So that being said, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. All right, let's move on and go ahead and talk about the microphone. But in order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and break off into a different camera angle right here in front of me, and we're going to go ahead and test out the mic right about now. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about this microphone. The one thing I do like about the microphone so far is that it is detachable. I cannot stand microphones on gaming headsets that are not detachable. The other thing that I can't really stand is when a microphone sounds a little too low, and I've been testing this microphone out on Audacity. And on Audacity, it sounds super, super, super low. So I have no idea what it's going to sound like right now when I finish this recording and put it into the review. I'll have to hear it after the fact. But the cool thing is that you get to hear it before I do, sort of, as far in terms of watching this video. You're listening to it now. You get to be the judge of it. But I'll tell you this. Oddly enough, when I plugged the headset into the controller of my PS4 and actually, went to settings and checked out how to adjust my mic volume, it sounded really crystal clear. I mean, it sounded really damn good on there. I know I freaked out over the LG Pro X gaming headset microphone and the blue voice features that it has, which they're very worthy of praise. But this microphone, at least on PS4, sounded really damn good, and I have no complaints about it right there. Now, as far as what I just heard right now on Audacity, as when I played it back to myself, and what you might potentially hear here, I'm not sure if you're getting the same results. And that could be for a bunch of different reasons, compression and this and that, the software that I'm using, the volume settings and whatnot. But at the end of the day, when I used this microphone on my PlayStation 4, it sounded really damn good. Now, here's the catch. The microphone sounds great, and the headset sounds great, but the build quality of this headset is literally the most concerning thing that I have right now regarding this headset. And for 50 bucks, I have a hard time justifying buying it. I would much rather buy a headset with better build quality and good sound quality and a terrible microphone. Because at the end of the day, you're not using this microphone to create content. You're not using it to stream. You're not using it to podcast. You're not using it to create YouTube commentary. You're simply using the microphone to talk to your friends while you play video games with them. However, if you're getting a microphone with great mic and great sound but terrible build quality, there's always a risk that you're going to break it. And I would hate to have a microphone and a good microphone and a great sounding headset at the risk of possibly breaking my headset for $50. I can't justify that. I can't forgive it, and I will not. I just won't. I know that a lot of the headsets I reviewed I praise and laud, but unfortunately, the Rig 400HS headset is not one that I'm willing to say go out there and buy it. If you're young, and I don't mean this in an ugly way, but if you're a young child, a young boy, a young girl playing video games, if you're struggling at the moment and you've only got 50 bucks for a headset, let me tell you this. There's better headsets for the same price out there. You have the HyperX Stinger at about the same price. That is an infinitely better headset than this one. The crazy thing is that I've used Rig headsets before. Each one of them has sounded absolutely amazing. Like absolutely amazing, but they don't nail the build quality. Instead of nailing a solid build for the headset, instead of just sticking to something that works, they've tried really hard to stand out from among the rest by creating an odd and awkward design. I cannot justify this headset, y'all. It's not something that I would go out there and purposely spend 50 bucks on to keep for myself. And I honestly, in good faith, cannot recommend it to anybody out there. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. If you've liked what you've seen and if you enjoy the content that I do create, please go ahead and subscribe. First off, want to thank each and every one of y'all. It's been many years that I started this many years ago, and for the longest time I was sitting at about 300 subs, and I just broke 500 a few days ago. I'm about 506, I believe now. So that's awesome. Like I feel very good saying that. It's awesome to know that there is at least 500 something other people out there who decided they liked what I did enough to at least subscribe. Do they watch my stuff? I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. That's not my problem, at least not for now. But here's the thing. Thank you. That's all I got to say. Thank you very much. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the feedback. I really do. You got feedback for me? Please go ahead and give me. And everybody who comments on the videos, I tried my best to respond to you. I appreciate that engagement too. The engagement's awesome. I love talking to each and every one of y'all. But that aside, I don't recommend a headset. Don't buy it. You can spend your 50 bucks on a better headset. My name's Francisco. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day. Be good to yourselves and be good to one another. Peace out.